This is a News Channel 2 special weather report.
Good evening, everybody. As we told you, we're going to cut back in into programming for any severe weather that does begin to break out across the region. And we have that, a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Oneida County that goes until 9 o'clock this evening. You might be saying to yourselves, boy, that's a long time for a warning. Well, it is, and there's two reasons why. First of all, I'm going to zoom you into the storm that caused the warning. With this storm, we do have the capability of having some very strong winds and also some hail, possibly to the size of nickels out there with this storm in northwestern Oneida County that just blew up right over Camden right now. We'll track this for you. It's moving a little bit further north than the storm track suggests. We'll be moving toward Glenmore here shortly, into Point Rock as well as Fay Mill, moving into Lewis County here probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. These are fast-moving storms that are popping up out ahead of a squall line, which we'll talk about in just a second. That's another story. Again, with this thunderstorm, we do have the potential for some hail, of course, cloud-to-ground lightning, also a threat, and also some strong gusty winds, which has been the main story with these storms all day long across western New York. Again, this is moving off to the north and the east. We'll do another track on this a little bit further east of the storm, just because a lot of times these storms like to send their wind outside of the storm. So despite the fact that you might not be under the actual storm itself, the winds from the thunderstorm may actually travel outside of it. So Tabor, Point Rock, Ava, moving toward West Leiden, perhaps the town of Lee as well, going to be impacted by some strong winds, I think, within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Now, we mentioned that the warning goes until 9 o'clock. The other reason why is we're watching a nasty line of storms back here across Cayuga County right now that is rapidly moving off to the east. This line of thunderstorms has a long history of producing wind damage across western New York, and there's no reason why it will not hold itself together, move into central New York, and cause some problems here as well with strong gusty winds. Again, the main winds are out ahead of the line of thunderstorms, so just about to move across Pulaski and Syracuse. Time this out about maybe 30 minutes or so until it gets into the western part of Oneida County. So right now we're looking at about 8:30 or so when you get more winds in Oneida County, western Oneida County, eventually spreading across the entire viewing area. It's primarily north of Route 20 right now, but again, areas to the south as well will have to keep on guard for this. What we're going to do is this. We're going to send you back to regular programming for the time being. We're going to get ourselves together and get ready for this line of thunderstorms as it moves on through. We'll cut back in if needed. Remember, severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Oneida County, but if you live in Madison, Lewis, Shenango counties as well, be prepared because you're going to have some strong, nasty thunderstorms with very strong winds moving through the area within the next half hour to 45 minutes or so. Like I said, we'll cut back in to programming again if needed. Now back to regular programming.